And all of our Game of the Week coverage this year sponsored by our good friends over at Sparrow Financial. And we're talking about Game of the Week. We're, of course, talking about Amanda Keene joining us live from the sidelines. And Amanda, this one a huge rivalry game. I'm not sure either of these teams like each other, but certainly a lot of respect. They're both two of the top teams in the upstate.
Absolutely, Aaron. In the past, this is typically one of the most emotional games that we'll cover this year just because it is so tense. I mean, when crowds come in with T-shirts that say beat Gaffney, beat Byrnes, I think you know that this is a deep-seated rivalry. But right now, Byrnes is a little bit down with some injuries and some COVID issues. So can Gaffney capitalize when they have the advantage? The rivalry of the year, the Byrnes Rebels this time in Gaffney for their favorite matchup of the season. Starting off, 8:26 left in the first quarter. 3-yard run by Tyler Smith puts Gaffney on the board. It's 7-0 after the kick. The crowd is feeling pretty good. Well, later on, after a Rebels field goal, they're kicking off, and Edward Jeffries is back to receive. He catches it and just turns on the speed to a next level. He goes all the way to the end zone. How many yards is that? 95 yards for the touchdown. Indians feeling really good right now. It is 14-3. Still, in the first quarter, 2:50 to go now. Rebels in the red zone, and Kenai Cook punches it in. First touchdown of the game. 14-9 after the 2-point conversion is no good. Gaffney still on top. 17-9 now, second quarter. Rebels looking like they have to settle for 3, but then encroachment gives them a brand new set of downs. Cook once again capitalizes 17-15. After the 2-point conversion, once again, no good. But new life into the Rebels right now. It goes back and forth for the next few minutes, but as time ticks down in the half, the Indians want one more score before they head to the locker room. So they get it, as this 32-yard pass to Tyler Smith is wide open for the touchdown. That's the momentum Gaffney needs, and they carry it throughout the game. And Gaffney cruises to a 45-15 victory. I'm here with head coach Dan Jones. Coach, it was like night and day, first half and second half. They were hanging around, and you absolutely shut them down in the second half. What was that like to see your team perform like that?
Well, it felt a lot better the second half than the first, that's for sure. You know, we gave up some points in the first, and it was a tough game. And, you know, Byrnes is dealing with some issues, you know, with COVID and some injuries, and that team will be a real good team when the playoffs come around, so we're just excited about getting a victory.
And anytime you play Byrnes, it tends to be an emotional game, but it seems like your guys really stayed even keel tonight. What was the conversation heading into tonight's game about how they stay just focused and stable?
Well, you know, the kids know you get a personal foul. One is you got 15 heels. That's a pretty big heel over there. And the other one, you get a second one, and you're going to miss the next week. So, you know, it's an emotional game, and it's tough on them sometimes, but, you know, it's about playing and competing to the best of your ability.
And how are you feeling about this team at this point in the season with the way they performed today and in the weeks leading up to today?
Well, felt pretty good. I feel like, you know, offensive line's been solid. Quarterback, running back's been great. Receivers, they got to mature a little bit, and I think each week we've gotten a little better there. If we continue getting better there and our defense keeps turning the ball over for us some, I think this is a team to be reckoned with.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you so much. Good luck the rest of the way. We appreciate it. Congratulations. We'll send it back inside to Aaron with some more highlights. Aaron?